this point, the brass is either going to be at your pinky or it's going to be at your thumb. Keep the gun secured close to your body. Hey guys, this is Josh with Green Ops. Today I'm going to give you a quick tutorial on how to load a shotgun. So we've got two options when we are trying to get ammunition into the shotgun. We can load through the ejection port or the loading port here on the side of the receiver, or we can load through the magazine tube at the bottom of the receiver there. We'll talk about port loading first. So when you're firing the shotgun, at some point you're going to run out of ammunition and the action will be to the rear and you have access to the ejection port. At this point, depending on if your brass on the side saddle or on your butt cuff is oriented brass down or brass up, or if you're loading from a pouch, you will end up with brass in your hand, the shell in your hand. The brass is either going to be at your pinky or it's going to be at your thumb, and that will dictate whether you go underneath or over the top. So if we pull the brass out and it's oriented this way with the brass by our pinkies, we're going to go underneath. You're going to bring the gun in, secure it under your arm so you have control over the gun, and the ejection port is closer to your body, closer to your face, easy to reach. We're going to come underneath, cover the ejection port with our hand. The brass has nowhere else to go. Run the action. We'll go out on top. Okay. Again, the gun's empty. We'll bring it in, grab the brass like this, cover the ejection port. Okay. Now we'll talk about if we have the brass up. If the brass comes out and it's oriented brass at your thumb, you can come over the top exactly the same way, except we can turn the gun a little bit so we can see the ejection port, and gravity is our friend here. We just drop it right in, again, cover the whole port, run the action forward. Okay. Now, let's talk about tube loading. I'm gonna add my side saddle back to the gun. I'm gonna go ahead and put a round in the chamber. So now we've got a round in the chamber. We no longer have access to the ejection port, but we need to plus up the gun. We want more ammunition in it. So again, we've got two options for tube loading. I'm gonna break the gun down, same as before, secure it under my arm, bring everything closer to my face, closer to my body, easy to reach, keep my head upright. Now I'm gonna peel rounds off, oriented with brass to the pinky. I'm gonna visualize that magazine tube a little bit and start loading rounds into the magazine tube, push them all the way forward, right? Do that again, into the tube, okay. And we've got a full gun. Now, other option for tube loading is the Violin method. For this method, we're actually going to break the gun over our shoulder, and our firing hand is going to come off the gun. We're going to wrap our support hand around the gun, right over the top of the barrel. That's fine. And now, brass down in the side saddle is oriented to facilitate this. We're going to peel rounds off and load them this way. All right. Keep the magazine tube right in your face, easy to access, targets easy to see, and we can easily put rounds right where we need them to go. And then from here, we'll make a flipper, keep these fingers together, come back along the bottom of the receiver, punch out. All right, and here we are, empty again. We can go through the whole process. We need to, from here, keep the gun secured close to your body. All right, that's loading a shotgun with Green Ops.
If you want to learn more about the shotgun, check us out, green-ops.com. You'll find our schedule. We're running classes everywhere, whether it be Virginia, Texas, or North Carolina. Check us out, green-ops.com. Hope to see you guys out there on the range.